Hey, what's going on, everybody? Dapper Dividends back at you, and we're going to take a little bit of a departure from the dividends because I need to talk about Amazon. I want to let you know what's going on with Amazon. They had blowout earnings. Jeff Bezos is stepping down as CEO. What does that mean? Is Amazon stock a buy right now? Is it potentially undervalued? We're going to get into that. I'm going to read you the email that he sent out to all the Amazonians. And that's what we're going to talk about on Dapper Dividends today. So let's get to it. So they did report their earnings today. They blew it out of the water. They were expected to report $7.14, $14.09 for a surprise of 97.28% coming at you. That is strong. That is so strong from Amazon. And what they do at revenue, $119.73 billion expected, and they reported $125.56 billion for a 4.87% surprise, posting their first $100 billion quarter. And this was fueled by the pandemic surge and by the holiday shopping. So those two key components helped just put them into the stratosphere. And Amazon, what can you say? They are a beast. All right, so the email, what did Jeff Bezos say today? He said, fellow Amazonians, I'm excited to announce that this Q3 I'll transition to executive chair of the Amazon board and Andy Jassy will become CEO. In the exec chair role, I intend to focus my energies and attention on new products and early initiatives. Andy is well known inside the company and has been at Amazon almost as long as I have. He will be an outstanding leader and he has my full confidence. This journey began some 27 years ago. Amazon was only an idea and it had no name. The question I was asked most frequently was at that time, what's the internet? Blessedly, I haven't had to explain that in a long while. Today we employ 1.3 million talented, dedicated people, serve hundreds of millions of customers and businesses, and are widely recognized as one of the most successful companies in the world. How did that happen? Invention. Invention is the root of our success. We've done crazy things together and then made them normal. We pioneered customer reviews, one-click personalized recommendations, Prime's insanely fast shipping, just walk out shopping, the climate pledge, Kindle, Alexa, marketplace infrastructure, cloud computing, career choice, and much more. Is that all that they did? My God. If you get it right, a few years after a surprising invention, the new thing has become normal. People yawn, and that yawn is the greatest compliment an inventor can receive. You know, that's something called the hedonic treadmill. The hedonic treadmill shows that when you want something and you achieve it, well, now your level of expectation and happiness has come here, and that is your new normal. So you want here, and then you reach there, and so on and so forth. That's the hedonic treadmill, and that's something we always will fight with as human beings. I don't know of another company with an invention track record as good as Amazon's, and I believe we are at our most inventive right now. I hope you are as proud of our inventiveness as I am. I think you should be. As Amazon became large, we decided to use our scale and scope to lead on important social issues. Two high-impact examples are $15 minimum wage and the climate pledge. In both cases, we staked out leadership positions and then asked others to come along with us. In both cases, it's working. Other large companies are coming our way. I hope you're proud of that as well. One thing I want to say real quick about the $15 an hour minimum wage, this is my opinion, but companies like Amazon and Walmart, they love the $15 an hour minimum wage because they know they can easily pay that, and the small companies, the mom and pop shops on Main Street cannot pay that entry-level wage at $15 an hour because wages and labor are a cost to the business. That's a fact. That's not opinion. And companies that have just insane cash flow like Amazon can do that, and he knows that will hinder the small businesses. As much as I still tap dance into the office, I'm excited about this transition. Millions of customers depend on us for our services, and more than 1 million employees depend on us for their livelihoods. Being the CEO of Amazon is a deep responsibility, and it's consuming. When you have a responsibility like that, it's hard to put attention on anything else. As an exec chair, I will stay engaged in important Amazon initiatives, but also have the time and energy I need to focus on the Day One Fund, the Bezos Earth Fund, Blue Origin, the Washington Post, and my other passions. I've never had more energy, and this isn't about retiring. I'm super passionate about the impact I think these organizations can have. Wrapping up, he says, Amazon couldn't be better positioned for the future. We are firing on all cylinders just as the world needs us to. We have things in the pipeline that will continue to astonish. We serve individuals and enterprises, and we've pioneered 2 complete industries and a whole new class of devices. We are leaders in areas as varied as machine learning and logistics, and if an Amazonian's idea requires yet another new institutional skill, we're flexible enough and patient enough to learn it. Keep inventing and don't despair when at first the idea looks crazy. Remember to wander. Let curiosity be your compass. It remains day one. So to me, this is negligible. This is just a non-starter. There's nothing here. If anything, this will probably benefit them, much like companies spin off businesses so they can focus on that one area and they do that one thing better. His talent's probably not at CEO. His talent probably is now in the exec chair role, where he says he's able to focus his energies and attention on new products and early initiatives. That's going to help Amazon. It's going to free up his mind to focus on the future and the growth and not have to deal with the day-to-day rigors of being a CEO. So for me, this means nothing. This is good news for Amazon. I think they still have room to grow as he looks at what he's going to be doing in the future. And no, it's not like he's going on a Blue Origin flight somewhere and they're not going to be able to reach him. He's going to be right there with his finger on the pulse, giving his ideas and helping guide Amazon. I love it. I honestly don't own Amazon. Both of my daughters do own Amazon. It's only about 1/10 of a position, so it's really small. But they're invested in Amazon because they see it every day. We're helping to keep Amazon alive. My wife is always ordering packages to the house from Amazon, but why not? It's super simple and easy, and Amazon did something that no other company had done to this scale. And besides, when we're colonized on the moon and Mars, somebody's going to need to ship all those products to your door of your lunar base. Quick valuation. Something that new investors look at is price. You cannot just look at price. Price is incomplete. You don't have enough information just looking at the price of a stock. I always say it, company could be $4,000 and undervalued and $1 and insanely overvalued, especially if they have no product or earnings and they are just a story. Simply Wall Street currently has a valuation of $4,157.64, making them currently undervalued about 18.7% at their current price of $3,380. How do they get that number way out there? Well, they're using a discounted cash flow model where they're taking and projecting analysts' earnings out into the future and then discounting it back to a price. Today, a fair value price is how they get that number. One metric I like to use is the PE ratio. I like to look at the 5-year PE ratio versus the current PE ratio. Current is 100.29. That means you are paying $100.29 for every $1 of Amazon's earnings. But the 5-year is 162.13. So with just that metric going off the 5-year PE, Amazon is about 38.14% undervalued. And if I average simply Wall Street and my 5-year PE valuation together, I get a fair value price of about $4,456.94, making that about 22% undervalued. Any way you look at it, now is a good time to buy Amazon. I don't see them going anywhere anytime soon. Obviously, all the giants have to keep innovating and growing, and I believe that's why Jeff Bezos stepped down as CEO. As foreign competition comes in from Walmart, from Amazon, from Alibaba, he wants to make sure that Amazon is going to be able to stay at the top. He loves this company, I love this company, but I don't own this company because I am a dividend growth investor, but my daughters own this company, a very small part, but that's okay. It just goes to show you can buy Amazon with as little as $5 and start investing in them. And one word to the wise about fractional shares is that on all the brokerages, you cannot transfer fractional shares off the platform. They will give you cash back for those. So remember, you do not own a full share until you own a full share 100%, because the brokers buy the shares and then chop them up into the small little fractions that they sell to you. And until you own that full share, you also do not have any voting rights in the company. So just one little thing to keep in mind as you move forward with your investing journey, as I share my investing journey with you. And obviously, I am not invested in Amazon, as I have said. And thank you for stopping by. Follow me on Twitter at RustyRam78. I'm on Instagram at Dapper Dividends. And thank you. Thanks you. Give me a like and subscribes, and we'll pluralize it all. And I will talk to you in the next videos.